Hello there, survivors, and today I'm rebuilding more ruins on the center in ARK Survival Ascended. It's actually the third of this little series that I've been doing. It's all really close to each other, so easy to combine those bases if you want to. So make sure to check out the other two videos if you want to do some more ruins in the neighborhood and basically have a dedicated space for all your survival needs. Today we're looking at this ruin right here, which is a quite big one, as you can see. We'll add a few of these little balconies and then just making sure that everything is foundations, so we have a big room on the inside to use. So I'll show you a little tour of the place and what you can do with it, and most importantly how much space you have inside, and then we'll just go into the building that I did on a live stream. So here we go. We'll enter. We have the stair line. It's not completely aligned right with the ruins, but I did it in a way where you don't need any overlapping to build it, so that might be helpful for some people. And you can see there's a huge amount of space inside, even with the greenery that we have left in. And as you can see, this is our breeding room. We've got some air conditioning here so we can hatch eggs, and my tribe mate, she's been breeding up a lot of these pyromanes over here, and as you can see, there is plenty of space for that. That's what we've dedicated this ruin for. That's why there's basically no decoration, because we need the space to breed. But yeah, of course, you could also just make your base here, and then you have plenty of space for all the crafting stations, for all the storage you'll probably need for a long time. And then you have some of these balconies. We do have the feeding trough here and a couple of cryo fridges, as well as some code from my tribe mate. I think this is for the color zones on the pyromanes and what it means. So these are unused, the body color, the flame, and then the accents. So yeah, an extra bonus tip for you, I guess, if you want to breed some pyromanes. But yeah, a lot of space in here. As you can see, it's all foundations, and then here got another little level with foundations, and then two gates to go to the outside, which connects to even more ruins down there that will be in the next video coming up soon. But yeah, there's a lot of space here, as you can see, so definitely an easy way to very quickly, with just a couple of foundations, turn a beautiful ruin into a nice base for you to get started with. Now, I would recommend building more things around it, like I've done. So I've added some buildings around. I'm doing my Japanese style. I've got tutorials for these buildings up on the channel already, because there's a lot of these cool and quite flat cliffs around and platforms around, and some of these are actually being connected by staircases like this. So it's a really cool area to use and build some extra buildings to give yourself more space, or just to have some cool details around, because space is definitely enough in the ruins already. Let's see. Does this fit? This feels like I'm going away from the edge slightly. Yes. That's not really what we want, do we? There we go. That's pretty nice. Let's continue this line through to this side. That's a pretty decent foundation. And then the real question is if this is gonna line up any... not quite. Not quite. But what if I do... I guess I can't really... No, that's way too... So I have to kind of do this. Yeah, this turn is... It's not possible with the ARK structures. Because we're kind of going to go way outside of it. That's kind of annoying. Because even this one would kind of intersect with it already. I mean, it's not the worst, but it's not great. Like, we turn these into stairs. I guess it's not the worst. This is probably the best line we're gonna get. Alright, let's see how far we go actually, because I automatically built this all the way, but I think we might end it like here, as I said before, so we can integrate those stairs that already exist. This is another giant room, by the way. This is another big base that I'm creating here. I'm creating so many bases for just 2 people that play. We're gonna have all the space in the world ever, if we wanted to. Let's see, I think... Oh, we can get more stairs there. So yeah, these stairs line up with the normal stairs now. That's good. And then I think what we're gonna try and do is basically line these up. And then I think I want to do this. Not quite sure if I'm gonna fit in a whole gate here. Is this a rock that I can... Ooh, this is a rock I can mine. There we go. Well, we might check that out if it's still here. I don't know if it's on this version as well. Oh wait, this doesn't line up now because I have a smaller foundation there. Guess we just kind of want to fill this in all the way to here. Just for even more space in this giant ruin that I've already created. Nope. This is again not what we want. I've gone too far. I want to make sure that I align it with the right foundations here. There we go. We're just filling it all in just in case. I doubt you would need all this space, but otherwise we have like random things going up and down. Okay, probably want to fill in these little gaps. There we go. These quarter foundations are really great. Okay, so we would have a gate there and a gate there. Fits in quite nicely with these. Okay, can't get a pillar down there. Okay, let's go all the way to the top because we definitely have a little bit more to rebuild, at least on the one side. Because we have a little bit more ruin that is broken in here. So I think we just want to basically start with a wall to fill in those gaps. There we go. Not really anything there. Do I want to do this? Kind of feels weird to have this random gap. There we go. Maybe something like this. Do I want to fill in those gaps? No, I think I want to keep most of the ruin there just intact as it is. There we go. Something like that. Then, of course, we want to make sure that we have our gates in place. There we go. 2 nice entrances here to our little ruin. That looks quite nice. And then, of course, time to remove some of these plants in weird spots. I think I'm just going to have the stairs going like this. Not really going to extend them. I want to keep the greenery around as much as possible. So, there's some trees in here that we're definitely going to have to remove. But, I mean, look at how big this whole base is again. Like, there's a lot of space here for you if you actually decide on building in these ruins. And, again, the hard work is really just lining up the foundations in the best way possible. And then you don't have to do that much. And then, I mean, we have still a whole bunch of this room to fill in with even more foundations, which gives us a ton of space in here. Like, this is a big, big room. Which, some of it is quite hard to see. Again, I think most of this space back here, I will just leave the plants because I like the greenery. Don't think I'm going to need that little corner necessarily because we have so much space in here already. I would much rather have a little bit of the greenery to basically liven up the place. So we're just going to fill in as much as we can see until we are pretty much done with this place. I mean, there's probably some spots I'm missing back there, but unless I really need the space and I'm going to clear out the greenery, I'm not really going to notice if I miss a few spots. Then we fill all this in. Look at how big this is. This is a really big ruin. A lot of space to use. Now, we can do a big balcony, like all the way through, like we did on one of the other ruins. But for the sake of a little bit of variation, we're going to have maybe 2 different balconies. So one on both ends, just to make it a little bit different and add a little bit more shape even to the whole place. So we'll just have 2 of these balconies here on the corner. You could also just do one in the middle, of course. Depending on what you want, how much space you actually need. I would do the scaffolding underneath again. Just because I think that looks nice. Makes it feel a little bit more realistic. That it's not just floating out of nowhere. And then of course we want to have the railing around as well. Safety first. Don't think we're gonna be able to do it there. Do it around here as well. That's a little bit laggy, but that's fine. There we go. And then again, as for the previous ones, if you do have ASR, most of what I've built here is all without. But just these half pillars are really good as a little bit of extra detail. And I really hope we someday get those in normal ARK as well, because it just adds a lot to the place. And then here I would just continue on normal railings to make it safe. And there we go. We have a little bit of a build going on, a little bit more shape than just one big balcony. I think that looks maybe a little bit better even. And I just like the way that kind of contrasts with all the sandstony rocks and adobe that we've used so far. sticks out a little bit more and, you know, kind of blends in the ruin with the man-made additions that we've added to it. And yeah, we have a lot of room in here again. And then this whole platform you could clear out and build a big base on. And then there's a staircase that leads back to this valley that we're going to end up using as a dino pen at someday. But yeah, these are a lot of ruins that we've now quite easily turned into bases. Let's take a quick look through all of them. Okay, so with that, this whole ruin is now done, and as you can see, there's plenty of room. I didn't really decorate it since we are using it as a breeding room, but I'll show you a quick look of what you could do. So you have that ruin right there. Then you have this platform where you could definitely build some stuff on as well. There's another big platform up here, actually, like a very big flat platform where you could build stuff on. As you can see, I've already started with my Japanese castle here. Then if you build some kind of wall, I still need to design a wall, but if you build some kind of wall here, you actually get this nice valley. And then this is the first room that we rebuilt. I still haven't put this to use, but it's a decently sized ruin that you could definitely use for something. Or if you're a bigger tribe, everyone could have his own ruin. For example, I've been breeding up some dinos in here. Of course, you want to close off this entrance with some gates so that is safe. I actually also plan on building something on top of there as well at some point. And then we got more of these cool staircases leading to the second ruin that we rebuilt. Some gates down there, of course, to make it safe. And then in here, I did actually do some interior as well for like a more starter base. So it's pretty early on stuff. And again, it's quite easy to build these bases with just a bunch of foundations and a couple of other items without needing to build like giant walls or something to keep you safe. And then here we got another little Japanese inspired build to add a little bit of character and details to the whole place. And with that, that's going to be the end of this video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully these showcases of how I've rebuilt these ruins were a little bit useful as well. Soon I'll have another one that I didn't stream yet, and it's another ruin that is very close here. So if you want to extend your bases, you can do that one as well. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.